Okay, good evening, everybody. Again, thank you all for coming. This is a very special night, not only for the Nevada Aerospace Hall of Fame, but also for the state of Nevada and the United States of America. We are very, very grateful that all of you are here. Big night. We're very excited. And I'm Dan Bubb. I'm the Director of Education for the Nevada Aerospace Hall of Fame. Just very delighted to be here, to be here with all of you. And we have a very wonderful evening ahead of us tonight as we induct some folks who have really made a big impact on aviation in the state and the country. And we're very, very grateful that you're here, and we're very honored to enshrine you in our Hall of Fame. And so first, I would like to introduce T.D. Barnes. Is T.D. around? Yes. Oh, there he is. Okay. T.D.'s our president and director of the Hall of Fame. I'd like to introduce
we're going to let the individuals do the introductions of the people here. General Winters will introduce his group. Roger Henderson will introduce his group, and we'll do it that way, save time, and also we'll get to that. So anyway, I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. I hope you enjoyed the dinner, and I think you'll enjoy the videos and what have you that we're going to show later, and enjoy helping us honor the people that deserve to be on this board. Thank you.
Before we get started, I'd just like to give you a little bit of background as to what the Nevada Aerospace Hall of Fame is about. Really, one of a major part of our mission is education. We like to showcase what aviation has meant to our state, because, as you know, Nevada has a very rich history in aviation. And so we really like to provide opportunities for the public to read about historic figures, about what has happened, about really what it means to have aviation in Nevada. As a historian, I've written about it, and I especially appreciate what many of you have done, what aviation has meant to our state. It really has made a major impact. In fact, I don't know if you know this, but commercial aviation alone in Southern Nevada, between the airlines and McCarran Airport, indirectly every year contributes $35 billion to the Southern Nevada economy. That's how big it is. And so in our state, we're really, really grateful. We really appreciate the history, and that's partly why we want to enshrine some of our dignitaries this evening. So I just wanted to tell you a little bit about that. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started with the evening's events. First, I would like to introduce General Pete Winters, and I'll tell you a little bit about his background. Okay. General Winters serves as the chairman of Nevada Aerospace Hall of Fame Board of Directors. He was enshrined into the Aerospace Hall of Fame last October. He was chosen for induction into the Nevada Aerospace Hall of Fame for his contributions to the development and testing of many advanced military aircraft and his service to the nation.
I can't hear you back there. So
come over here? Okay. Will do. As we know, flight testing requires bravery and flying skills of the highest order. I've done a little bit of flying in my history, so I can certainly attest to that. However, much more is demanded of flight test professionals: scientific and engineering knowledge, critical thinking and judgment, and first-rate management skills. A well-devised flight test program, skillfully carried out, calls forth the highest performance of the aircraft and its associated systems. Finding the people who are capable of planning and flying such a program is not easy, and nor is the process automatic. Identifying someone to oversee such a program is even harder. General Winters met this requirement for bravery in flying from July 1968 to June of 1969. He flew 298 combat missions in the F-100 in Vietnam. He was a test pilot with the F-111 Joint Test Force. At the Groom Lake, Nevada operating facility, he flew as a project pilot for several classified projects that included 11 evaluation flights. He left the area to fly the F-15A. Returning to the U.S. in July 1979, he assumed command of the Groom Lake facility and was responsible for overseeing several high-level classified test projects. This included taking the F-117A flown by Dave Ferguson as a transition from prototype phase to initial operation capability in less than 5 years. Quite a remarkable accomplishment. Upon retirement, General Winters formed JT3, who is supporting us tonight. JT3 has been involved in testing such aircraft as the F-35 Lightning II, the F-117 Nighthawk, the B-2 Spirit, and the F-22 Raptor. General Winters is retired from JT3 but continues to serve as a consultant and advisor. It is our pleasure to introduce General Winters.
Thank you. You'll meet some other people who may dispute whether I was the guy that brought the airplane to operational status in 5 years. I think they had a little something to do with it. What I'd like to do right now is show the video, if we may. Can we do that, TD? So you can see what Dave Ferguson, who he was and what he did.
David L. Ferguson was born in Altoona, Pennsylvania on October 4th, 1938. Growing up there, he graduated from Altoona High School in 1956. Following a visit to the Air Force recruiter, where he was told to come back when he was 21, Ferg worked as a draftsman for the city of Altoona, awaiting his coming of age. In 1959, he enlisted into the United States Air Force and entered the aviation cadet program. He received his pilot wings and Air Force commission in January 1961 at Vance Air Force Base, Oklahoma. Following graduation, he served a tour in Misawa, Japan, flying the F-102A, then transitioned to his favorite aircraft, the F-105. He flew the Thud at George and McConnell Air Force bases prior to the first of 2 combat tours in Southeast Asia. His first taste of combat was in the F-105D, with the 357th Tactical Fighter Squadron at Korat Air Base, Thailand. He flew approximately 40 combat missions from May to September 1965, with numerous additional in-country sorties. Following this first combat tour, he was assigned as an F-105 instructor pilot in Nellis Air Force Base, Nevada. After taking a few local college courses, he was accepted into Operation Bootstrap. Now attending college full-time, he earned his bachelor's degree in mathematics from the University of Nebraska at Omaha in June 1967. A second combat tour soon followed in the 44th Tactical Fighter Squadron from November 1967 to April 1968, also in Korat. Here he completed 102 combat missions in the EF-105F, the original F-105 version of the Wild Weasel. Following his last combat tour, he was short-stopped in Osan Air Base, Korea, flying the F-105, then went back to Nellis Air Force Base, flying the F-111. Through the Air Force Institute of Technology, he earned a master's degree in mathematics from Arizona State University in June 1971. Following this, Dave entered the U.S. Air Force Test Pilot School, where he graduated as a member of Class 71B in June of 1972. He was then assigned to the fighter branch of test operations at Edwards Air Force Base. Here he flew test missions in the U-2, F-4, and his beloved F-105, falling just short of the 1,000-hour landmark with a total of 990 hours. Continuing into special projects at Test Ops, he was assigned to the Red Hats, where he conducted tests of several classified prototype aircraft. When the Red Hats became the 65 13th Test Squadron, he became its first commanding officer in summer of 1977. There he served until his retirement from the U.S. Air Force in August 1979. Ferg then joined Lockheed's Advanced Development Projects. He initially served as a test pilot in the then-secret F-117A program and was the second company pilot to fly the nation's first operational low-observable aircraft. He accomplished the first flight of the second prototype YF-117 and also performed the first flight on 19 of the 59 production F-117As. While on the F-117A program, he flew 374 sorties, accomplishing flight tests in loads, performance, flying qualities, high angle of attack, weapons, flutter, avionics, and air refueling envelope expansion. completing his last F-117 flight on December 8, 1988, he had accumulated 402.4 hours in the stealth. When the Advanced Tactical Fighter program got underway, Ferg began to transition from the F-117 into YF-22 development.